Thank you for being on Christmas.
Thank you.
We are at the Theatre of the No, speaking to the cast of Sex Honestly. Romina, πώς σου ήρθε η ιδέα για αυτό το έργο?
That's a good answer.
That is a good answer. No, ναι, η ιδέα είναι κάτι το οποίο είναι συσσωρευμένο εδώ και πάρα πολλά χρόνια, γιατί παρακολουθώ πάρα πολύ, εντάξει, κόσμος που παραπονιέται πολύ για τις σχέσεις τους, γιατί δεν προχωράνε κάποιες σχέσεις, και απλά συνειδητοποίησα ότι στις περισσότερες περιπτώσεις δεν λέμε αυτό που σκεφτόμαστε, δεν λέμε αλήθεια, κρυβόμαστε, λέμε ψέματα στον εαυτό μας, και λέω, νομίζω πως ήρθε καιρός ότι κάτι πρέπει να κάνω για να φανεί αυτό, οπότε κάπως έτσι.
Πόσο καιρό σου πήρε?
Όχι πάρα πολύ, αλήθεια είναι. Ξεκίνησα... Ναι. Όχι. Ειλικρινά, μέσα σε 2-3 εβδομάδες είχα τελειώσει πάνω κάτω θα πω ένα μήνα. Σε ένα μήνα. Ήταν πολύ...
Χρησιμοποίησες εμπειρίες ή από φίλους, γνωστούς κλπ.
Ναι. Χρησιμοποίησα εμπειρίες από φίλους, εμπειρίες δικές μου, κάποια στίγματα έτσι πιο συγκεκριμένα τα άλλαξα, τα έκανα πιο... Υπήρχε πολλή έμπνευση από πραγματικές περιπτώσεις, απλά το γενίκευσα, δεν ήταν κάτι πολύ συγκεκριμένο, γιατί εντάξει, όλοι τα περνάμε αυτά, δεν είναι κάτι.
Τώρα πάμε να ρωτήσουμε και τους τέσσερις σας. How do you prepare for such fast-paced performance when you have to switch between characters so quickly?
Rehearsal. Rehearsal.
How do you prepare, guys? I don't prepare.
It was rehearsal for sure.
Well, you've got to think one step ahead, but that's an actor's job, is to both be in the moment and a couple of steps ahead. And the better you can kind of do both at the same time, the more convincing the performance, I suppose.
Yeah, for me, it's always to give life to these characters, so that they are existent, that you can believe it. So, but at the same time, they have humor and it's a comedy, so they're different levels, and you have to balance things. So yeah, I think being at the same time now and really having that looking forward in front, but at the same time, I think I personally need to have the image of each character, who they are, what they think, how they act. So this is something that occurs in rehearsals.
I don't know, for me, I wanted to differentiate all of the characters a lot, so I tried on most of them to do that and to have specific traits about each character. And then to have specific physical traits, which allows me to change quite quickly.
Yeah, for me the same, I have to say. They had to be very specific characters. And because I was the one who wrote it in the first place, when I actually held the script in my hand as the actor, it was now my job to do something different. So I had to clarify what each character did, said, and how they did, and they said it. And then once that was clear, I think the switch, as Peru said, was much more doable. I think it was more plausible for me, for sure. Yeah.
What's your favorite scene and moment in the play?
Oh God.
The orgasm scene.
Isn't it everybody's?
For me, that's my best.
It is a good scene.
I mean, there isn't any one. They're all fantastic, from the scenes themselves to the whole idea changing through into one another. You can pick out wonderful moments, and I think there's intimacy, and there's fallacy, and there's comedy, and I've got 3 of those and a dozen more.
Yeah. For you girls?
I hate this question.
For me, it changes every week.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. It changes every week because I find different things with different characters or with everyone else, and it's constantly changing. Yeah.
For me, if I have to choose between, if I have to choose, which I don't want to, every scene is so heavy. But if I'm gonna say that the last scene is the most. It's one of my favorite scenes because if I have to choose, because it's I think it's the one that speaks mostly to the heart. Every scene does. Every scene is as blunt and as raw as every other scene, but the last one is, I think, maybe a little more sentimental and a little more emotional, and kind of keeps things a little more. Oh my God, what just happened right now? So I think it speaks more to the heart. Again, if I have to choose, because you're asking. Otherwise, all of them.
What message or feeling do you hope the audience takes away with play?
Can I say first?
No.
Yes.
No,
I'm not the Democrat guy.
Go for it. To tell the truth. To be honest with themselves, honestly, to tell the truth, sex honestly, to tell the truth to themselves, to tell the truth to their partners, to not be rude, to be good, nice people. Honestly, that's it for me.
Honestly.
Yeah, I have nothing else to say about this. And to enjoy your relationships with people, and to not be, hiding, and to not, be timid, and to let your feelings come out, and not always protect yourself. Go for it. Live your life. Have fun. That's for me.
I agree totally with that. I would say that feel free. Speak out loud. There's no taboo. No. And it's better when we are honest between us. It gives relationship more important relationships.
Go on.
Honesty.
Honesty.
I mean, like any satire, it tries to reveal truth through comedy. And so you want people to listen and take take the truths that they see and go, I know that, I've been through that, and there's a connection there. And as long as they can get any connection in any way, then I'm happy, the job's done.
Why do you believe that this is too difficult for the relationship?
Because we're not honest.
Human nature or human nature?
There's a lot of fear behind it.
Yeah, I think
a lot of us are so scared to expose, to show, to reveal, to go forward. Yeah.
We always try to be something else than what we really are, and we always try to impress or invent a persona that is socially accepted.
It's a very heavy question. Like, why do we feel that we must hide things? And I think it's linked inextricably with culture, religion, history.
Oh, yeah.
And there will be. This play will not change anything, but it's the wonderful idea that of dropping in and getting a release, I suppose. Life is hard. Structurally, I think we're only meant to live as about 150 people together as a group. So there was an article saying that. But so we create all these difficulties as a culture. So what we can do is provide some relief and point in the bits that are a bit silly.
And now a difficult question. Why have you became actors? Actresses?
I haven't.
I was just, I kind of grew up into it. I don't know. My grandfather was a playwright, literature teacher, photographer, and I grew up doing that. And then by the time I was 14, I was dancing professionally hip hop in the States. where
That's amazing.
in a
I
show.
didn't know that.
Yeah, and they gave me a little part, and then I fell in love with acting, and that was it.
Wow.
It's been my passion all my life. That's all. That's all I've known and loved.
Well, for me, I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else because I don't know. It's one of those things. It's an instinct. It's a passion. But then I also realized as I'm growing older that I realized that apart from it being inside me and I want to get it out and show people and everything, I think also that I think it's a way of showing people different ways of how some characters act and react. And maybe the audience, whichever audience it is, can pick up something and always learn from the theater. So I would consider that maybe that could also be a part that I play whilst being on stage as well. But the first answer is passion, instinct.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say that I'm not sure about the reason, but I would say that I always wanted to do that. Now that I'm at the age I am, I think it's a way of communicating with people.
Mm.
It's a way to understand the world and myself in it.
Yeah.
So I think there's a social responsibility to the actor that is very, very important.
I love that. It's like the social responsibility, because it brings in everyone else. And I think inside everyone there is a want to be creative. And that's all acting is. Whether you draw, or you write, or you sing, or you dance. Mm-hmm. It's an expression of creativity. That's all we're doing. And I think I sincerely hope that's in everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And the difference is the luck, the opportunity, the drive to want to do it more. But as long as you do it in a small way, we all want to be actors and dancers and creatives.
I think also, saying that, I think the audience who wants to be creative, who wants to express, I think via the actors are also, they're getting the chance to express themselves.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
is why they're coming
Of course.
to the theaters. And I think it's a very nice playground where audience and actors meet.
Yeah, we're the medium for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you very much.
Thank you.